My name is Dr. Paul Winston, Medical Director of Island Health, Clinical Associate Professor with University of British Columbia. I invite you of a tale that is so full of serendipity, good luck, best practice, and best wishes that it's hard to believe. But if you are a dreamer and believes that we can constantly work to achieve better outcomes for our patients, I join you on our journey. We are going to discuss spasticity, a disabling consequence of stroke, cerebral palsy, and multiple sclerosis, one of the most common causes of disabilities that Canadians face, and it gets worse as we get older. If you truly believe that by working together we can achieve great heights, then I welcome you to join us. Last September, our tiny clinic from Victoria, British Columbia was invited to a World Conference on Neuroorthopedics in Versailles, France. In fact, we were asked to open the clinic. It was a recognition that in 2 years our tiny clinic had created so many novel concepts to fight disability that we were asked to be some of the great thinkers of the next 100 years. In that very room, the world leaders had joined together 100 years before in 1990 to end World War I, and we were tremendously honored and vowed to go home and make sure that our patients in Victoria and across Canada would get world-leading treatment. So how does a tiny clinic with no funding and no resources, only one hallway long, work together to design a whole series of novel treatments to combat disability, restore function, and free patients from the bounds of their disease, their braces, and their inability to use their limbs?
Hello, my name is Wilma Vandermay. I had a AVM resection in December of 1999, which resulted in a stroke after a 15-hour brain surgery. I was completely immobile. I couldn't move. I had lost all my senses. In the following years, I learned how to walk very little with a cane. Also, I have a scooter that I get around with. Pain constantly was my companion, and I couldn't use my right affected arm at all. My right leg hip hiked so severely, it was so painful that I barely walked at all. Since coming here, since seeing Dr. Paul, my life has changed. I can walk, I can stand, I can walk. I did 10 flights of stairs with my brace, with physio. It's a combination of everything. I'm a new person. I have strength. I don't have pain. I have a new life.
Can you tell me about your art?
Yes, I'm an artist, and my last art show, I sold out. The confidence is probably the biggest thing that I've been given. When you're disabled, as it is, and you can't move properly, you think the world is staring at you. They're staring at your disability. I've been given a new strength and a new confidence, and that has shown in so many aspects of my life, as far as my art selling, as far as interacting with other people go, as far as the things that I've never thought I could ever do, I'm doing, and I'm so grateful.
And how much of the day could you spend either standing or walking?
Oh, very little. I could not stand an entire period of time to do dishes. I would have to sit halfway through. Now, I don't even sit. I do my dishes, I clean my kitchen, everything, and I don't sit.
And what about the hand? Did you have any usage of your hand before?
Nothing at all. And now I'm able to have my hand somewhat loose. I can also flex it, and now it's not going to work for me. But most of the time, I use it as a helper. I use it to stabilize while I'm doing things. I also use it preparing food. All kinds of things. I never used it before. This hand was completely useless.
Can you show me how your thumb works now?
I have a brace that's being adjusted for me, and this thumb is sticking out, but with concentration I can bring it back in.
And with the brace you can now grip.
And with the brace on, they're adjusting it because it's painful in the bone here, but with the brace on I can pick anything up.
So I'm just going to add that we've known each other for 10 months,
10
and
months.
You have lost a lot
How
of weight.
much weight? Because I'm active.
Great. Okay. Thank you.
And I feel so good.
So Wilma has told us what can happen if stroke and spasticity are not treated. We wish to partner together an incredible plastic surgeon, Dr. Emily Krause, a gifted anesthesiologist with years of experience, to come up with novel techniques never really explored and tried before. And we dreamed that we could work together to design novel techniques that would fight and combat disability and restore the ability for some patients to walk, use their limbs, or even open and close their hand again for the first time in decades.
Just go for a walk now? Oh, but look at while you're walking. Actually, that's amazing. And come on back.
And if you like stories about pot of gold and rainbows, we have wonderful stories to share with you about all the advances we have made to free our patients from some of the disabling aspects of their disease. So please join us.